Just delete that one. Just go ahead.
No, it's fine.
Oh, you want to keep it?
We're going to be able to edit it. Alright. Welcome to Underground Sports Talk. We're back.
A little bit lower in the building.
Yeah. Used to be Sports Addicts from the attic, and then we relocated. Now we're moved from the attic down to the floor. So here we go. Now we're in the basement.
We're in the basement.
Yeah, my lovely basement. Where we enjoyed plenty of Packer games.
Packer wins.
We're undefeated here in the man cave, just so you know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, welcome to the man cave. Welcome to Underground Sports Talk. And you know, here's the thing about us here. As you know, you may have watched some of our other videos. We have great opinions. We like to talk about multiple topics in the NFL. More importantly, though, diehard Packer fans. We're not experts by any means. I wouldn't say I'm an expert or qualified to
speak for yourself.
Speak for things. I don't even know if we're qualified to talk.
We will.
We're qualified to talk.
We'll talk.
But the thing is I am undefeated in my fantasy league. I am 11-0, so I probably would be a good person to take advice on that from. I've been watching the Packers since I was probably in middle school.
You were a late bloomer.
Yeah, so I watched them as a kid, but I think what I really started watching is after I started playing football myself, and I was like more interested in it. I think it was Brett Favre's last season as a Packer. Now, again, you guys can try to. A lot of people know a lot more than what I can remember sometimes.
We've been around a lot longer.
But
we've been around a lot longer.
Okay, so Brett Favre's last season, what year was that? Would you say that was like that had to have been like 2006 or 7? Okay,
somewhere in there.
So I was in elementary school.
I think when I first started, it was after the Favre Super Bowl when I started remembering, but I'd say like the early.
So you've been watching since before you can even remember. Is that what you're saying?
Oh yeah. All right. Yeah, I would say like in the late '90s, early 2000s when I started really watching.
So how
paying attention? 25 years ago, so probably like 8 or 9, I would say. When I started paying attention, watching the whole game instead of hitting my dad with the football during the game. Tell me the football.
So yours okay. So if I was watching in 2007, which would be Favre's last year as a starter, right? Can we fact check that?
Yeah, we'll fact check that. I got you.
I know that's, and I know we weren't doing good at all. So like, just because it was close to that 2010 season does not mean I was a bandwagon fan. No, I was born into this. All right. I was born into being a Packer fan.
Yes, sir.
Obviously, family, all Packer fans, and there's really just no
2007.
choice. I mean, we live in Wisconsin.
Yep. 2007.
2000. What was our record?
I want to say it was 5-11. Yeah, I think it was 5.
So I was 12. So yeah, it was around the time I started middle school. Right there, 6th grader, and what was it? Internet lying? No way,
bro.
Internet lies.
That wasn't the year. It was the next year we were 5-11. That year is when Brett Favre lost the game to the Giants.
Okay,
you
perfect.
Remember that?
I remember that game. Very, very particular. So there's a number of things I think that led me to becoming a Packer fan, and one of them, of course, is just the family. Like we were raised into this, both of us.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
born into that. But that year specifically, that game, I remember I watched a few games. Didn't get too into it because I was in 6th grade. 7th grade is when I really started to watch it. But so here's the thing. That day when we were playing the Giants, I went over to my friend's house, and we would just play catch outside and stuff like that. No one, like my parents were not Packer fans, but like my grandpa, of course Jordan and his family always were, so I was always around that, but no one was watching it at my house. No one was watching it. I went over to my friend's house, and he wasn't home at the time. Himself, he's a Bears fan, but his parents were Packer fans. And they're,
Kyle?
Yeah. So what happened is I went over there. They were all geared up in Packers stuff, and then they're oh no, he's not here. The game's about to start though. They're like all hyped up about it. Like, why aren't you watching the game? I'm like, you know what? You're right. Why am I not watching the Packer game? I mean, I knew it was a big deal. I was in 6th grade. I was a little younger, not really much of a Packer fan or a football fan at the time. And then, they're just to see how excited they were and how ready they were for the game got me hyped up. So I was like, oh yeah, you know what? I went home. I turned on the game, and I think I was getting babysat at the time, and then my aunt was there, and then she started getting into it, and then we had a good time. Unfortunately, it ended the way it did, but I just kind of remember that really sparking. And then the next year, I started playing football, and then I really got into it, watched it. Was Favre played the next year too? What you said, 5 and?
No, the next year was Rodgers' first year.
It was Rodgers' first year.
I think they were 5-11.
Okay, yeah, and that's when I really started. So, long story short, I've mainly
6-10. Lions were 0-16.
Yep.
Just in case anybody was wondering.
Yep. There you go. So then that sounds about right for the Lions. I know that they're doing okay right now. Still haven't won a playoff game, but everybody has their moments to shine. And if beating the Packers is your Super Bowl, then that's awesome. That's great. I'm very proud. And happy for you guys because you've won multiple Super Bowls these past couple years. Anyways, off of that, I've been watching ever since. I grew up in the Aaron Rodgers era, Blue 15, D8, all that jumping around and having a good time. Him, the GOAT talk, and then not being the GOAT.
And then the GOAT just passing him up.
And the GOAT passed him up. Yeah.
Lapping him.
That's all right. But I got to see the Super Bowl. I was a fan before the Super Bowl, so it made the Super Bowl that much better. All right.